I have kind of a weird relationship with Instax Wide instant film. I don't generally like shooting Instax Wide film during the day because of just how like sterile and cold the images end up feeling. But I learned recently when I got my Lomo'Instant glass Instax Wide camera that I really enjoy Instax Wide results at night. And that's probably because it's an ISO 800 film. It is sharp enough and has enough dynamic range to where you actually get some detail in the images. I've been in deep taking a Polaroid every day for this Polaroid 365 project I've been doing, so I haven't gotten a chance to take the Lomo'Instant glass back out to shoot. And I thought that Christmas, with all the lights and decorations, would be the perfect time to bring this bad boy out again. So I went out on the town to capture the joy and merriment of the Christmas season at night. See me? Is it too dark? Okay. Merry Christmas. We're out here, we're gonna shoot Instax Wide, Christmas lights. As I've said before, that I think Instax film is really only good at night. At least I prefer it at night. And so tonight we're gonna go out and shoot some Christmas lights. 'Tis the season. And one thing I don't like cold weather, but one thing I do like about cold weather is this jacket has a nice Polaroid pocket to carry film. So no bag today. We're no bagging it. Camera and me. One thing I've discovered too, I don't have gloves. It's quite cold. So not ideal, but we're gonna make it work. Where would be the best way to go? We gotta go to the tree first. Gotta hit the Christmas tree. Listen, I did a whole video about this camera. You can watch it in the link in the description. I gotta say, this camera is still the goofiest camera I've ever used. Somewhat revolting to hold, touch. It's very cheap feeling. I don't love the camera. It also does not fit really comfortably in any camera bag that I have, which is kind of annoying, actually extremely annoying. While I did not have gloves on when I went out to shoot these photos, I could have easily had gloves on. This is a very glove-friendly camera because of the giant, stupid buttons. Problem with this camera though, is actually not really a problem, but the problem with this camera is that the results are actually really good. So again, I have a tension with this camera. I don't like to use it. It looks dumb, it feels dumb, but man, the results are so good. Now, they would be better if I were better at shooting Instax. I was kind of fumbling during the shoot, trying to film some footage for the video and carry this without a strap, which I know, dumb, and try to, pull the things out and refill it, and there's just a lot going on. And I feel like I just wasn't fully there. This is definitely not my best batch of instant film. Okay, so one thing I did bring, some black and white. So we'll see how that works. My hands are useless. Ooh, come on, come on. all around miserable out here, gotta say. Throw my trash away here somewhere. I don't see a trash can. Huh. It is cold, and not like a fun cold, it's like a windy cold. So, but I'll stop complaining now. Well, one last complaint. I don't have a strap on this, so I can't just hang it off me and like warm my hands up. So my hands just gotta be out to hold this hulking, goofy looking camera. It's still a silly camera. I enjoy some of the results I get with it, but I still find it to be kind of a ridiculous, absurd camera, and I don't really like carrying it. Oh, here's a Christmas tree. How bad do I want ice cream right now? No. No, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. Sounds good, but we're not gonna do it. As you can see, I shot a lot of film. Probably too much, mostly bad, but with Instax, I take more risks because it's just cheaper. I mean, it's so much cheaper than Polaroid. And there's some cool ones in here. There's some decent ones, but overall, you know, I should have probably taken my time, been a little more careful, black and white. But again, the problem with Instax, and even I noticed it in the black and white, is the black and white has a little blue in it. Instax is just cold. It's cold. And I don't love the coldness, the blueness of it. I wish it had some warmth. So next time I bring this out, which I am planning a video where I do Instax versus Polaroid, I think I'm gonna get a warming filter for the Instax, the Lomo'Instant wide glass camera. I think I'm gonna get a warming filter to see if that helps with some of the tones a little bit. But yeah, so a lot of these photos aren't great. Now, I will say one thing about the Lomo'Instant wide glass that I do appreciate compared to, say, like my Polaroid i2, is that shooting in auto is pretty reliable. I don't feel like it's gonna be hit or miss. You know, when I shoot auto with my Polaroid i2, sometimes I'm like, I don't really know what's gonna end up being blown out or what's not gonna end up being blown out. And with this, it tends to just be a solid photo. It tends to just be like correct exposure-wise. So I do trust the results with this camera a little bit more than I do a Polaroid camera. You know, I was going out experimenting, playing around, and you know, not everything worked. In fact, most things didn't work. But this isn't a serious camera. This is a camera to just go out and do what I did tonight, just to have fun. I mean, I don't even know, I guess take pictures with friends and stuff. It's like a little too serious to be just like a party cam, where you just take photos of like quick snapshots of friends and moments, but it's not serious enough to be like pro at all. So I don't know what this camera is. I don't know who it's for. I don't know really like why it exists, but the glass lens on it, I really do appreciate. Oh man. Ooh, man, oh, that was miserable, holy crap. I really love having access to wide instant film again. I miss my Polaroid Spectra. So overall, this was a fun little Christmas shoot. I will probably be over time chipping away at figuring out some sort of Instax nighttime series because I really like the results of this camera and kind of what is possible with it. But I need to play with it a little more. I need to experiment with it a little more to fully figure out how I should best use it. thanks for watching. You can follow me on Instagram at Will Malone. You can follow my Polaroid Instagram account at Everyday_Instant. And I wish you and your friends and your family a Merry Christmas. And, you know, have fun. Maybe you get some cool photography stuff. Maybe you got some stuff to play with. That's exciting. It's an exciting time. Eat some good food. And, yeah, I will see you next week for the end of my Polaroid 365 project. See you there.